Guys, look, we got Jamal here. He's watching it on the computer. We sitting there and dealt with a hailstorm. So, a couple things, man. For one, Jamal, if you had to describe last night, what would be your description?
I couldn't even really sum it up in words. I really didn't know what to expect. It was just, it was action-packed. There was a lot of suspense to it because we didn't know what was going to happen. We thought nothing was going to happen for the longest. And then it was to the point where I'm over here trying to talk to you guys about looking at the sky. Look at the stars. Trying to make something positive about the experience, and then boom, bro. I told Sherman I felt like Forrest Gump trying to hit the high knees, bro. With the backpack on.
So, what were some of the things that you learned about the dangers of hogs?
Man, hogs are. I get it that it's a soul. It has a soul as an animal, but man, them things are no good. Especially for the people trying to. You don't know what people trying to do with their land. How they trying to preserve it, and then you got an animal like that just has no regard only for what it's trying to do to survive in its habitat. It's it was very interesting because like so many different thought processes I had. But at the end of the day, man, they're a nuisance to the land. And it's just a disgusting creature to interact with when, whatever you're trying to do to preserve your land. So I get it's an animal, man, but bigger spectrum, it causes a lot of damage to the land. It causes a lot of money for owners and their property. And man, them things are just the monsters, man. And my biggest the crazy experiences I took is I'm like, man, all of this shit happened because of my interest, our interest in dogs. So it's like I keep getting amazed by watching how the dogs work in packs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and how in sync they are, and how that prey job or end game everyone keeps commenting on and stuff like that. How they just turned that shit on, and it was just
they back off.
Yeah, and then now after that first introductory to it or whatever, now they just ready. That's what caused them to start bickering at each other, because now they all on 10. They're ready to go keep it going. Yeah. That shit was crazy, man. I'm used to riding the 7 train in Queens. Wow.
and we walked for 4 good miles, and I think they might have walked a little further because I cut this way with them and they went the long way.
Oh, bro, my feet hurt oh my God, dog. My feet hurt, bro, and then I didn't even know fucking rain boots.
and it did rain, but that wasn't the time for that.
Boots, bro.
So I repeat, Jamal probably has the biggest spirit about animals and pets and things, so I'm like this. He definitely is going to give you more perspective. But guys, it'd be like, we're in a pretty nice home here. Hog come in here, that hog going to tear everything up. That doesn't mean someone out there hasn't tamed a hog and has a pet hog and they love the hog. But 300 hogs, 200 hogs, they cause a problem. Like he said, it was disgusting. Their behavior when they are unruly is disgusting. They're multiplying like rats and roaches in certain parts of Texas. That's a problem. So you say, how do you manage this problem long term? Well, you got to kill them. That's the gist of it. And even in Denver, I learned this at the Wolf Reservation or Reserve, that because they outlawed this particular wolf in Denver, they don't want him to come back. Now there's an influx of deer in certain parts because they mess with the ecosystem, and they'll literally call the senator or governor or whatever of Denver, and it's in the episode on the wolf thing, to bring this one wolf back who helps manage the influx of deer, which can become destructive in packs to various things, land and so many other things. So I repeat, y'all be surprised, and it's just as simple. A person, if there was a group, and I mean, let's say 1,000 people with a PhDs even, it's still a mob. And a mob by the eye is still dangerous. They're just a smarter group. And trust me, if you get that many PhDs together, they argue about something. They hostile, they hateful, whatever. So I'm glad that he got the experience hog hunting. He's the reason why we got to go, because of his buddy Miguel. And collectively, we all got to see some stuff we never seen for the first time. And I repeat, this isn't the end of this, people. Part of us learning is because, hey, when we get to, again, I said, I was thinking small when I say 40 acres. I'm like, that seems child's play when somebody got 5,000.
5,000.
You go, I'm thinking 40 is good, right? You're like 40 acres in a mule. And we own 5,000. Then he's like, I worked on a farm where there was 25,000 acres. You go, I'm thinking way too small. But now you got to know how to manage your land, protect your land. And that in itself is like getting a course on Rambo. So y'all don't like the hog stuff, or y'all might like the hog stuff, or you might be a pet lover or animal lover. Go buy the hog. Start a series, buy your hog, take care of that hog. Show the world how to go into a group of hogs, manage them hogs, love them hogs, feed them hogs, and hopefully them hogs don't wreck your life. But what old boy showed us last night, the scars, the beating, the blood, the bites, and
the damage.
The damage.
Man, crazy.
And the land that they like, I'm not walking into no pack of hogs. I'd rather fool with bears. And that's a true story. So stay tuned, take care of your dogs. Mom, is there anything else you want to add?
I'm excited to see where a lot of these ventures go. Yeah, man, I'm just really excited, man. It's just opening up a lot of different perspectives that I always thought about looking behind the screen. And now again, to actually interact with them has been like a different type of feeling, different type of adrenaline.
What would you say this is doing for you, even in connecting to, the people you deal with business-wise?
It's funny you say that, man. It's breaking different barriers, man, because these are now I understand not just I'm starting to understand why they indulge in what they do. Like my buddy Nolan, man. I felt like I was a child explaining to him why I understand why he likes this. You know what I mean? And I get the bigger picture, and the bigger picture is that these animals are fucking devouring the land. And you gotta protect your land at all costs. So I feel like I was able to connect with Nolan now because now I was in it and I understand it. And I feel like that's cool because you just don't know who you connect to and what other doors could just open up from just going out there and experiencing something.
And so in your case too, especially because you get into the business world. The business world, people, no businessman is one note. Now, they might make money one way and venture out at times, but objectively, there's a lot of components to making each and every one of us individuals, but also connected. And connected tissue is how we move things. So if you are talking to a guy, you say hunting, that might be his trigger. Now all of a sudden he's like, I gotta get you outside. I've watched people who didn't think much of a person bring up one thing, and all they want to do is show you everything that they've done and all their achievements, everything that they want to invite you out. And it's because, imagine the only thing you ever seen was your block. That's a short conversation to somebody who got money and seen the world. So in this case, hunting in this case takes him and many, she's like, hey buddy, you go hunting? Yeah, man, you show them the video, like, oh my God. Man, you got to come out. And next thing you know, in 72 hours, a lot of times, them rich, wealthy people, because they got time, they got the one thing most people don't got. They got time. It's like, watch, I just looked in on watch, I got time today. So well, you like, man, I got to go to work tomorrow. He's like, well, so when you thinking? Well, let me get with such and such and see if I can make this happen. Right then and there, you didn't turn him off. Turn the whole opportunity. I lost $10 million, but you go talk to rich, wealthy people. Look, I got time today, baby. You want to go do it tomorrow? That's probably one of the, or they have a busy schedule and I'll let you know within 72 hours. They normally get to it. So, guys, stay tuned. Take care of your dogs. Again, if any of this stuff offend you, I understand. But we've got to move forward. We've got to learn. I didn't get that dog I got upstairs because I wanted a pet. I don't got dogs because that's so cute. I don't want to, look, I got dogs. I come from a hunting background. My papa hunted, and they took it very serious. My grandfather was a God-fearing man, and he hunted. He cleaned that gun for all day on Saturdays. And so he put the gun down because he said it was coming for, Bible says, put no other God before me. In his mind, he loved hunting so much and would clean that gun all day on Saturdays, where he had to stop hunting because he felt like it was just taking precedent over the Lord. so then he started praying all day on Sunday. It's a true story. He'd get back from church and would stay in an office and be on his knees praying until it was time to go back to church at 6 o'clock. I kid you not. That being said, I come from hunters. I come from people who like to do, find their own food and just go out and in some cases have a good time. Most of the breeds were bred to hunt or do something, ratting or all this other stuff. So I'm not gonna act like we have dogs to look at. I'm not that guy. We ain't gonna stack them up and I'm gonna say I got the biggest, baddest. I'm just never got the biggest head. I'm mad that our dogs couldn't have made 4 miles last night. It just wouldn't have. It'd have been too much.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you good.
But just to say, the dude said what? Some days
8 miles?
8 miles or what? 36 hours, three hours of sleep.
Yeah.
18 hogs?
18 hogs.
So, and he's taking his dogs with him every time, people. So that's 36 hours of dogs going and hunting hogs. They killed over 36 hogs over 2 days, basically, and slept. When they got tired, they'd sleep for 2 hours and get up and get back to it. You like what dogs you got right now? And remember this. We talk about the bully. That's always gonna be my heart and soul. But I'm bringing the AMT to life, and he gonna be out there and be able to get to it. So I repeat, I love dogs that allow me to leave the house and do more. And some of y'all got bullies, and there's bullies that can't walk around the block good. That's a problem. That's a problem, people. It's not okay. I don't come from that space, so it's always irked me and annoyed me. And I'm more annoyed than ever now. But I tell you, getting little Jack Russell, that's refreshing. A few more dogs I think we can get, that's gonna be refreshing, because watching those dogs, you go, I want in. I just want a dog. I want a dog by my side. I ain't even need 15 of them. I just want one. Just give me one that can like chill, be alpha-like, be guided, walk 8, 7, 3, 4 miles like we did last night, and be okay at the end. None of the dogs are breathing hard. I told you, shout out to my guy Miguel. His was the only one breathing hard a little bit, but he still made 4 miles. Like, no point did he think his dog was gonna die. There's some times where I'm like, look, these dogs might not make it, my guy. We got to get them in quick. And y'all know they throwing bullies in the trash at bully shows all because it's too hot inside of a facility. You go, how is it too hot? They got air conditioning here and the dog can't walk around a ring without being overheated. What are we doing? It's disgusting. That's disgusting. Y'all worry about this hog. That's disgusting. Guys, stay tuned. Take care of your dogs. Shout out to my guy Jamal, Jamarcus, Miguel, everybody who participated in last night's endeavors. I'm telling you, it's more coming. I promise you that.